2 months ago.
There goes so-called hope. Looks like I now know my answer. Disney is ruined, and the companies that Disney has stolen will also be ruined. Disney will burn, and Iger will have won the battle. Disney is lost, and the shows. Did you think I forgot about the shows? Let me speak to you about the show.
Recently. I was wrong. Was I wrong? No. Yes. Yes. I was wrong. How could it be? I trusted in my guts, but ended up all nuts. I was wrong. How could it be? Listen to my brain, but ended up insane.
Yeah, you pretty much get the whole entire point of what I was trying to say here. Disney. Turns out, after seeing Disney's recent work, they all got positive ratings between critics and audiences, and with Bob Iger saying goodbye to the whole entire world in March 28th, is it? Josh Tomorrow takes over. But, I was also right about this. I was right and I was wrong. The part where I was wrong was Disney's back to making good movies. But the part where I was right was, well, Disney has officially been decimated by Bob Iger's Disney movies. Congratulations for being, not well known in the Oscars. Thank you, Bob Iger. You've actually destroyed Disney. I hope you're happy. And you wanna know why I say this? You wanna know why I say this? You wanna know why I say that Disney's destroyed? Because I was watching the Oscars the night before yesterday. I think it was Sunday night. Wait, no, yeah, it was Sunday night. I was watching the Oscars with Zebra Boy. We were both watching it. It was off to a bad start. And suddenly, wait a minute. Where's the Disney movies? Where are they? Didn't they got some positive ratings in 2025? Like Zootopia 2? Shouldn't that be in the Oscars? Yeah, turns out, since Disney, was underneath Bob Iger's reign, Disney, unfortunately, has no longer been able to gain some Oscars. So yeah, Bob Iger, you basically destroyed Disney. And, even worse, this is gonna take years to recover. This isn't just a casualty, just a minor casualty. No, this is crippling damage. When Josh Tomorrow takes over Disney, it's gonna take Disney a very long time to recover to be able to attend the Oscars again. A very long time. In fact, actually, Disney's right back to where it started, in crippling debt. It's back to what Disney was before they released Steamboat Willie. Broke, and not really well known. That's actually kind of funny. Really, really funny, Disney. How you used to be so great underneath Walt and Jeffrey Katzenberg's reign, but when Michael Eisner comes, and when Bob Iger comes, they completely mess up Disney. You know how I said in Disney Part 2, if this ever continued or got even worse, I would make a Part 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, Disney's downfall, Part 3. It's destroyed. Alright, yeah, it's about Disney, and it's also about another studio who's bad. So, this will be my very first 2-for-1 video. 2 topics in 1 video. But before I figure out what the next topic could be in this video, if you are sick of bad movies, bad shows, and bad cinema, then join our cause as either a subscriber or a member. If you don't know how to join our studio virtually, just type in the comments, I want to join really bad. Please accept me. And we'll add you right into the studio. But if you want to join as a subscriber, well then, we're trying to hit 1K subscribers this year, so hit that subscribe button. Seriously, hit that subscribe button. If you don't hit that subscribe button, cinema will never be original in YouTube again. or on any other streaming platform. So hit that button and you will have helped us save cinema for good. We're saving cinema one video at a time. Wait, I forgot to talk about the second topic, but I don't know what the second topic could be. So I'm gonna use my very old friend, Mr. Wheelie. Alright, I wonder, which category are we gonna talk about today along with Disney's fate? Warner Brothers! Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Disney and Warner Brothers. And now that we're doing Warner Brothers, we don't need it anymore. First, let's talk more about Disney. We saw all the movies. We saw the newest movies of Disney. And apparently, they're good. But people don't know whether to trust Disney anymore after Bob Iger's devilish acts were formed. So, although it did get the support of audiences and critics, the good Disney movies from now did not manage to make it to the Oscars. Let's just take one moment to salute to Disney that their movies now are good, but were never good enough to make the Oscars. And now that we're done talking about Disney, let's talk about Warner Brothers! Yay, 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 yay! Warner Brothers is known for lots of movies. Both good, both bad, some mixed. But in the end, they are Warner Brothers. And they are still up to making movies, whether they be good or bad. They are one of the only film studios, in my personal opinion, that are known as the neutral film studios. The ones that don't end up good or don't end up bad, but are just a mix of between. But very soon, Warner Brothers would make the most ridiculous decision ever to sell their company to some random streaming platform. There were two companies that are willing to take this studio. It was Netflix versus Paramount. And the battle was on. The battle to obtain Warner Brothers began. Before we explore the battle between Netflix and Paramount, first let us explore the companies from a different lens. First, we're starting off with Netflix. Is it good, bad, or neutral? Survey says bad, horrible, is in its downfall stage. And you wanna know who's behind it? Ted Sarandos! And we will be exploring... Oh, wait! You wanna know what this video is? Yeah, apparently Ted Sarandos is a little controversial because he's showing weird stuff in kids' content. This guy that you're looking at right now is Mr. Josh Hawley. He studies this type of stuff, and when he was talking to the Netflix CEO, Mr. Hawley could not believe what he just saw. You know what? We're gonna watch this video.
Why is it that so much of Netflix content for children promotes a transgender ideology?
There you go.
Almost half of your content for children. I'm talking about minor children now. I'm not talking about teenagers. Minor children promotes a transgender ideology agenda. It was just my values or those of many other American parents, and you want the United States government to allow you to become one of the largest, if not the largest streaming monopolist in the world. I think we ought to be concerned about what content you're promoting. Ideological commitment you have, I mean, why is this?
Senator Hawley, Netflix has no political agenda of any kind. I would tell you that...
Well, then why is your children's program so full of this highly sexualized, highly controversial agenda? I don't know you.
Did you know that Josh Hawley is actually allying with Trump? Did you know that they're friends with each other? Did you know that Trump is also making sure that America is great and safe again? Mr. Sarandos. Ted Sarandos. I'm not done with Netflix's controversy yet. Let's explore Netflix's most successful movie of 2025. Ultra, this movie doesn't have any controversies. Ultra, this is fine. Ultra, are you jealous that this movie has more likes than you do? Ultra. This movie. Do you want to know who Rumi is? It's about a woman. Yeah, it's about a woman. It's about a woman. By the way, this is more of Netflix's idea. Sony was just only in it for partnership purposes. I don't really get into that much detail. But this is about a woman who is actually born of a demon and a human. A half-human, half-demon hybrid. And while this doesn't have any woke stuff, it's not really that necessary. While it doesn't have that stuff, which is fine, it does have romance between demons. It's not good in the music. I'm just have to say it's really cringy. I'm sorry. I am so sorry to people who like the Golden Song. I am so sorry to people who like the going what's the song at the beginning with the subway. I'm sorry, but the music's cringy. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Pretty sure you're watching this right now. You may think this is traumatizing. You may think, well, if you think K-pop Demon Hunters is bad, I might as well just never watch you again. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's true. What's this all about? Look in the video. Look in the movie, and then you can tell me your response to this. Okay? You can tell me your response to this when you're done watching the movie. Tell me, who is Rumi? That'll be your question. Who is Rumi? Who is Rumi? And Netflix has a woke agenda. Don't listen to Ted Sarandos. They have a woke agenda. Almost all Netflix shows and movies are all about diverse DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yeah, it's really, really too woke. It's focused on woke shows, woke movies, woke media, and you know what's worse? They're showing it to kids. They're showing it to kids. I'm not talking about teenagers. That's what Josh Holly said, by the way. No, I'm talking about kids. Like, basically little to big kids, like 5 to 9-year-old kids. Yeah, that's how bad this is. You know what? Netflix doesn't do anything about it. And you know, K-pop Demon Hunters? Making the movie, Sony confirmed that making the movie itself would cost them a lot. Although it was a big success, in the wrong way, Sony still lost a couple $2 billion in making that movie, while Netflix increased their money. And Netflix almost got the hold of War-ner Brothers. Alright, now we're done with Netflix. Let's talk about Paramount next. Thankfully, Paramount's a neutral company. They're not ending up making bad movies. It's just a mixture of good and bad. So they're a neutral company. And yeah, Paramount has a lot of good movies, a lot of iconic movies, and some bad movies. But now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The battle of Netflix versus Paramount. Sorry if I've been talking about Netflix more than Paramount, but let's see who wins the battle of War-ner Brothers. Welcome to the battle of War-ner Brothers. Tonight we have Ted Sarandos of Netflix versus David Ellison of Paramount for complete control of War-ner Brothers. Let's tune in. Mr. Ellison, during your development in partnerships and movies, how would you describe your success in your company so far? Well, we've beat Disney for film releases in theaters, with Sonic 3 beating Disney's Mufasa film in the box office. Mr. Sarandos, during your development in partnerships and movies, how would you describe your success in your company so far? I would say we've dominated Disney by beating Disney's Snow White with our K-pop Demon Hunters film. Mr. Ellison, how are you in providing kids content and playing it safe? Well, there's a problem with Nickelodeon shows underneath Sima Zargani's influence, and there's nothing we can do about the situation, but when coming down to non-Nickelodeon matters, I would say we're doing a good job. Mr. Sarandos, how are you in providing kids content and playing it safe? I would say we're playing it safe with the kids' content. Actually, you're not. Wait, who said that? Fine, I'll teleport using the teleport / command. As I was saying, after watching your shows, movies, and an interview with Josh Hawley, I have seen nothing but disturbing content from a woke ideology. And some of the slop is for kids. Not teens and tweens, kids! Just kids! Your Majesty, I rest my case. Guys, I'm innocent in all this. There is no way you can prove that. Guys, we can talk about this, right? After many biddings, Paramount manages to end up winning security of Warner Brothers. Netflix may have managed to have won the Oscars, but in the end, a company ends up in the hands of Paramount. Who would have thought it? Well, that was my 2-for-1 video, and Paramount actually managed to obtain Warner Brothers. So yeah, Netflix almost got grip of it, but then in the end, Paramount had won the battle. Oh, and one thing. Very soon, me and Zebra Boy are going to hold the opposite of the Oscars. And instead of celebrating the good film studios, we're gonna celebrate the bad, and we're calling it the Oscars, with intentions bad and movies bad. So, if you want to pick on which film studio is the worst film studio of them all, we'll create a voting poll like that soon. But for now, yeah, that's it. We'll create the voting poll for the Oscars as soon as the last downfall video of cinema has been made. But for now, that's it for the part 3 of Disney's downfall and the Warner Brothers downfall. So, I will see you in another video. Hopefully after Zebra Boy or both of us finish the next. See you later.
That so much of Netflix content for children promotes a transgender ideology. I'm talking about minor children now. I'm not talking about teenagers. Minor children.